What's up, guys? I want to go over the top 10 video game finds of 2019 for me. These are not of dollar value, more or less sentimental value, but at number 10 I have Spider-Man X-Men for the Sega Genesis. I picked this up at the flea market for $10 earlier this year. It is complete, so that was pretty cool when I found that. Next, I have Devil May Cry, the 5th Anniversary Collection on the PS2. I got this at a Goodwill store earlier this year, and I paid like $3 to $4 for it. And it's got all 3 games, so that is pretty cool. Next, I have Fatal Frame 3 for the PS2, and I picked this up at a Goodwill for $1.99 earlier this year. I was pretty excited when I found that. Next, I have Fatal Frame on the PS2, and I picked this up at a Goodwill store, and I paid $2.99 for that. Pretty cool find in my opinion. Next, I have Zelda Twilight Princess on the GameCube, and I got this for $3.99. I got this at a Goodwill store earlier this year, so that is a pretty cool find to me. Next, I have Silent Hill on the PlayStation. I got this for $1 at the flea market earlier this year. I wish it was complete with the manual and the case and everything, but I mean, just to find the actual disc itself, and it's in good condition, it's not scratched. It's pretty rare to me, and so that's a good buy for me for $1. Next, I have House of the Dead 2 for Sega Dreamcast. I got this at a Goodwill store earlier this year for $4.99. This is my first Sega Dreamcast game to purchase, but I'm probably going to end up just trading this at a video game convention or something like that later on, next year or something like that. But pretty good find. Next, I found The Legend of Zelda for the NES for $15. Got this at a Goodwill store. First time ever seeing it at a Goodwill store. So, I mean, I've always wanted this game. Never came across it to buy it at a decent price. So I went ahead and bought this. It was a no-brainer at $15. So that's a good find for me. All right. And at number 2, I have the Metal Gear Essential Collection PS2. I got this at Retropalooza earlier this year. I traded 2 games for it. I absolutely love Metal Gear. So and I have a couple of these games just separately, but to buy the box set, it was it's something that I had to get, and just to trade 2 games for it, that was a pretty good trade for me. So that's number 2 for me. And number 1, I've been looking for number 1 for a really long time, and I finally came across it at Retropalooza this year, and it is Silent Hill 4: The Room for the PS2. I have been looking for years for this game, calling up game stores, going to conventions, just no one had it. And finally, at Retropalooza this year, I ended up finding it. I traded this game for another game, and the game that I traded for it I bought it for like $3 at a Goodwill store. And so I traded it for this one, and he was asking $30 for it. And to find this game with a trade that I've only spent $3 on is a pretty good find. So tell me about what y'all think about my top 10 finds this year. Leave a comment down below, and thank you for watching.